coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bang, 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 boom, boom. I appreciate the support, man. Soundboard messing up on me, but it's all love because we still here, we still blessed, we still alive, and we still up in this piece, baby. What's going on? So on and so on. Let's go, man. Hype button. Y'all ain't got hip to the hype button yet? Man, the hype button hype us up. Get us where we need to be. You dig? Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Check your subscription. Also, if you ain't got the membership, man, what we doing? I mean, what we doing? What we doing? We know what we doing over there. Those who know, know. Those who don't know, want to know. You ain't going to know unless you go get it, baby. Come on now. Work with me. Let's go, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Big love, man, to everybody who rock with this movement, because it is not a moment. It is a movement. 6 years and running, and we ain't going to stop. Can't stop. Hey, man, listen. Doing time, man, like I said, it's the most horrible experience that you would ever experience in this lifetime. I truly believe that myself. And you run into every kind of person and Bamma and Joker that you could possibly think of doing time, man. And doing time, man, you're going to run into some dudes, man, that you're going to really, really dislike. You're going to really, really want to do some things to them that you probably can't do because it's going to be detrimental to you and your bottom line, what you're trying to do, which is to get back out on the street. You're going to run into some jokers that you end up befriending that you feel like okay, and then you find out otherwise. Those are the worst kinds, man. Those, for me, them the worst kinds when I show you kindness and I show you love and you turn around and betray that, or you not who you present yourself to be. Man, I hate them jokers, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I know hate is a strong word, but I'm telling you, man, them jokers, because you feel like, man, I ain't had to rock with you. I ain't had to like you, and you turn out to be this. So, man, it's a couple of Bammas, you know, that if I run into them in life, I feel like in my heart, I got smacked the fire from them. I just feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I don't run into them. Hopefully, if I do, hopefully I can contain that. But it's some Bammas that I done ran across doing my bit that I feel like if I run into them, I feel like I gotta smack them, man. I gotta smack fire from them. And I know they ain't gonna do nothing, but if they do something, that's even more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? Let's dance. You did? So, I'm gonna just tell you about a couple that I can think of off the top of my head. The first dude that I feel like that if I ever ran into him, I had to smack him would be the dude D. D was the dude that I had told the story. I think I mentioned him in one of the stories when I was on Augusta. First, that started my bit, and he ended up being my cellie one time. And he was a youngin' that's supposed to been out the way, so he was cool, but he was younger than me. And he loved that reefers, man. He loved to smoke that reefers. And that's cool. I don't knock nobody for what they do. Like y'all know, I don't smoke. But I don't judge nobody, man. You do what you do. I don't care. Whatever you do is going to make you happy. It ain't going to do nothing to me, you know. So he didn't really have that much, though. And he ended up moving in to sell me. He ain't wanting to sell me but for a couple of months, right? But he said he was short, but he never said how short he was. This was the dude who ended up running the game on the dudes and barring stuff and but you know, you green. I'm green. I'm on Augusta. I just went to Southampton receiving, the wall, and now I'm on Augusta. So I ain't really been in the system that long, less than 3, 4, 5 years. So I'm green, so I don't really know really what's going on. I'm learning the penitentiary just like everybody else, but he been in the penitentiary, but he younger than me. You know what I'm saying? He actually younger than me. But He'd have been locked up all his life. He know the system. He know he run a game. He's a little con artist, but I don't know this. I'm thinking in my mind, okay, little youngin from up the way, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 woo, woo, woo. Man, this joker get in there, man, and little do I know, now I know in retrospect, he moved in my pod, even though he got a little bit of time, because he already been running game here, there, and everywhere. But I don't know this, right? He get in the pod, man. He get to doing this, doing that, flipping this, flipping that. I throw him a little bone every now and then. Man, can you give me, man, a couple of dollars, man? I'm trying to get this J. I help him out, woo, woo, woo. You know, and it came down to the point where he went and borrowed money from this guy, that guy, went and bought weed, went and told people, let me get some weed on tick, on credit. I got you when we go to the store. It was like we go to the store like on a Saturday or whatever the case may be. Whatever day it was, like we go to the store on that Saturday. On Augusta, we was going to the store even at nighttime. That was crazy. That's probably like the only place I ever been. We might go to the store at nighttime. They'll run store all day until it's over. Most institutions, if they run the store today and they don't finish, and then you have to go tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If they don't do it tomorrow, you ain't getting it. You know, but on Augusta, they used to run the store all day long. You know, so he had did all of this and got all this money, borrowed this from this person, borrowed from Peter, borrowed from Paul, borrowed from John, Billy, Bob, and woo, woo, woo. And he telling everybody, I got all of this when we go to the store. Now, say for instance, I think we supposed to like, no, it couldn't have been a Saturday because it's a weekend. So we got to say we got to go to the store Thursday. So we go to the store Thursday, right? So he's saying, telling all these people that he got them Thursday when he go to the store. So I'm like, boom, all right, man. I mean, I even remember looking at him saying, man, you buying that, you coming in here with this, you coming in there with that. He got weed, and I know he ain't got nothing because he just borrowed something from me or asked me to help him get some weed a couple of days ago. So I'm like, boom, man, you all right? You good? Yeah, man, I got some money coming in. Okay. I don't know, right? I don't know what's going on. All this is a mystery to me. So Thursday come, which is store day, and everybody's going to store. They're going to store. They're going to store all day long. See, that's gave a dude out because normally store gonna be over before 2, 3 o'clock on a normal camp, but on Augusta, the store can go all day. So when you know that the store is over 2 or 3 o'clock and dudes owe you no money, and then by the last count, 4 o'clock, if they ain't got your money, then you know they playing games. That's not the case on Augusta because store can go all the way to 9 o'clock at night. By 9, we locked up. We can make it locked up in the cell for the night. So he go around, do all this and do all of that, and telling people, man, dudes like, man, why you ain't go to the store? Oh, I'm going later on. You know what I'm saying? I got this to do, I got that to do. Woo, woo, woo. So he owe all these people money in the store day. Man, this joker leave out that night to go to the store on the last call and go check in. He go check in because he leaving in the morning, but don't nobody know this. Not even me. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So when the last call for the store coming back and they get ready to do count, dudes is looking for him like, where they at? Where they at? Hey, man, woo, woo, woo. You know, I'm in the cell like, where they at? So dudes get to holler up there, hey, yo, Bank, man, where you sell it at? Man, I don't know what you asking me for. You know what I'm saying? And like I mind you now, I'm green. I'm early in the bit. So a lot of these dudes see that he ain't come back. They come around and do the count and everything. After they finish the count, dudes is hollering out the door, man, where you sell it at, man? What you on? What, you know? And I'm like, man, hey, man, don't call me, ask me about my selling. I'm doing time on my own. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? All the time this joker that checked in, the police and came and told me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he gone. I'm like, man, what am I selling? He gone. What you mean he gone? He gone the hole. What? Because find out he leaving the next day. He leaving in the morning. So he done took everybody's money and got everybody riled up and waiting to get paid. And he didn't get paid and he left. And there dudes is looking at me like I'm in selling, like I'm with this, or like I knew, or like this my business. Now I'm on defense, like, man, I got to, you know, break the Bethlehem out. Like I go out here in the morning, somebody might want some static, they might want some wreck. You know what I'm saying? And dudes are hollering out, man, hey, man, you with it? You know, man, hey, man, whatever. You know, so it was crazy. So he put me in an awkward situation And I ain't know nothing about it. And then dudes don't even like me after that. Dudes ain't like me. They ain't want to mess with me now because they see that I was about that. I was about it. So it just put me in a bad situation, and it made dudes look at me like I was on some tomfoolery when I actually wasn't, because I didn't know what the Bama was doing. I definitely won't pay no bill, you know what I'm saying, for nobody. Ain't nobody, even one dude even said something, man, dude said, man, your celly gone, man, you got to take care of that. Man, I wish I would. I wish I would. And I wish the Joker would come ask me to take care of. I ain't taking care of nothing. I came here by myself. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where I'm from or what. He just moved in and with me a couple months ago. Y'all know that. I don't know what he doing. I don't know. Man, tell somebody to come ask me for it. Man, I was on it. You know what I'm saying? So for the next couple of weeks or months, I'm on go, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Dudes looking at me all sideways, and I'm looking at them triple sideways, like, what up? So it just made me say, if I ever run into him again, knowing that he put me in that position and I was good to him, you know what I'm saying, helped him out, help him buy a little weed, this, that, because I had a little money, I'm just getting in the penitentiary. Man, I would smack the whole molars out of his face. Yeah, you on the list, buddy. You on the list. I hope you somewhere and you see this video and you know that I'm out and I'm on you. I will smack fire from you if I ever see you again. And you owe me some money. You owe me some money just for my pain and suffering. My agony and my stress, you know what I'm saying, that you put me under. You know what I'm saying? He definitely on the list, man, that if I ever saw him, I smack fire from him, man. And I think y'all know it goes without saying, man, my old celly, man, my worst celly ever, man, the big Bamma, the big fake white boy, the big fake Sunni, Sahi, use a code, BICTH, from here to the end of time. He ain't nothing. He was worth nothing. Came in my cell on, Wallace Ridge, from the feds. I come from the feds, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying, with all this fake bravado. You're a white boy, you trying to be black, you trying to blend in. As far as I know, bottom line, you probably old racist on the street. You know what I'm saying? Big piece of doodle, man. And I knew it because usually I got that radar where I could tell when I first meet somebody, and I didn't get a good vibe from him off the TOP. Like I told you, he wanted to gamble. Let's gamble, man. I mean, we in the cell. Because when he came in the cell, we was on lock. Man, let's gamble, man. I got money coming. I got all types of stuff in my property, man. When I get my property, I beat the dog dude out of him. He want to keep going and keep going. I tell him to keep having stuff and do my celly. I ain't really trying to gamble. I should have knew. I should have been on my instinct right there and knew. You know what I'm saying? But I went with overthinking. You cannot overthink in prison, man. You gotta go with your instinct. I'm overthinking, man. I'm up here in the worst place I ever been in my life. I'm in the most dangerous place because not only do I gotta worry about the jokers, I gotta worry about the police. Police is the biggest threat up here because they racist. They killing you. They the biggest threat. So I'm on go and I'm on thinking about getting off here. That's what I gotta do because I'm thinking about survival. So I'm letting a lot of things go on here that I would never normally let go doing my bit. And that's a bad thing. Once you get to compromising in prison, you can lose your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I didn't, but you can lose your life. Once you get to compromising the principles and morals that you already set, the standards, the line that you're going to walk, once you get to compromising that, man, you can lose your life. Because you going left or you going right opposed to what you already made your rules to be. And my rules is I ain't going for nothing. You out of line, I'm in your face. You out of line, I'm popping you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up. And I let a lot of stuff go on Wallace Ridge because of the fact they got the gun, because of the fact they're racist up there, because of the fact I don't want to be up there, because of the fact the police killing jokers up here. And I didn't want to be one of them casualties because I already knew that if you do something to me, I'm not going to let it go, man. I can't let it go. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do my best to wouldn't nobody put me in that position. So I let a lot of things go, man. And that Bama, man, in the end, man, like I said, even though I put hands on him, I spared him. I could have done him all kinds of dirty, and I could have did what I, initially planned to do to him, man. And that was leave him some scars for the rest of his life to remember The day you try to cross me, the day you try to come up against me, I was going to do that to him. And I spared that Bama. And that Bama out-thunked me, man. He got me, man. You know what I'm saying? He tricked me. He set me up, put the little Jones, send the police to the cell, tell the police I want him out the cell because he a white boy. He put my whole life in danger, man. Man, them white people, man, I don't know what it was. God in the squad that was on my side. Because them people was walking me to SEG with them handcuffs on. Telling me, oh, I'm chewing tobacco and spitting. No, you don't like white people, huh? Ah, you one of them N-words, huh? You don't like white. Man, them people was getting ready to do me. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept quiet. I just ain't say nothing. I just let them talk. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, I got shackles and handcuffs on. They could do whatever they want to do to me and get away with it because he put me in that position because I spared him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I ain't never got over that. I don't think I ever get over that. You know what I'm saying? And then when I left, he started telling all types of lies because they didn't even lock him up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even lock him up, even though they find what he tried to plant on me is technically in his locker. Technically, that's your locker. It's not mine. So how can I get the case? So he didn't even get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Then he's out, yeah, man, Bank tried to set me up and yeah, that backfired on him. And this is what he telling people when I'm gone. So he tried to slander my name too, but my name was too legit. It couldn't be slandered. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you did all of that, if I ever in life see your Bam, I will punch your face to the back of your head. You hear me? Man, so, you know, hopefully in God's name, I never see him again in life. In life. I don't even watch what's the name movies. What's the Bama name? He looked just like him. I swear he could be his twin in the face. He bigger in the body, but in the face, he looked Jason Statham. The action fake karate dude to do the movie, Jason Statham, whatever his name is, bro, he looked just like him in the face. I promise you, that's what he looked like. If I could get a picture of that Bama, he looked just like, I don't even watch his movies no more because when I see him, I want to punch him in his face. He looked just like the Bama Saeed, man. You know, so yeah, he definitely on the list, man, that I would, I punch his face in, man. You know what I'm saying? I give him everything that I should have gave him when I had a chance to give it to him, you did. But, you know, you live and you learn, man, if you lucky. Some people live and they burn, you know. But, yeah, he on the list. Who else? I give you one more. Kirk. Oh, Kirk, you dirty, man. You dirty. And you probably out here. You definitely out here right now. You definitely done heard I done did this because Kirk is a dude that when I was on, right before I made parole, Kirk was a dude that was, he like one of them old big Bammas. He a Bama, but he like DA, he a likable Bama. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, DA, but you know, he was a likable Bama at the time. But he a big Bama. He in the cell with one of the little homies, rude boy. He peanut my ace. He peanut ace. Before I even get there, he peanut ace. You know what I'm saying? Peanut kicking with it because him and Peanut had the thing in common because they both smoked the reefers all day long. So they'll go half on the reefer. You know, dudes put their money together to get the reefer, whatever. So they, you know what I'm saying, they want to get high. That's what they going to do. So if you find a dude like to get high like you like to get high, you put your money together and then y'all go in and then y'all can get high. You dig? So that was his main, man. So he used to sit around, get high, eat food, laugh, joke, play. So I ended up being in the fold with Kirk. But you know Kirk is a Bama. He's just a big country Bama. You know what I'm saying? He one of them dudes. And he used to tell a lot of stories. And some of the stuff he said was true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it wasn't true. But, you know, you let a dude talk in prison because that's what they're going to do. They're going to embellish. They're going to, you know what I'm saying, exaggerate this, that, and the third. And I can remember he said his cousins them or his brothers them, man, was I remember his brothers them had this big old case out here where I'm at now in Tidewater because he from Tidewater. So he probably, like I say, out here around. So I hope you see this, Kurt. So I remember he had talked about his brother them had this case, man, where they had all this big old, they had a big Fed case. They're almost like a RICO where they got this record label and they getting all these money, millions of dollars. It was in the newspaper, millions of dollars. But he said it was his brother. I believe it was. They had the same last name. And he was like, boom, they was getting millions of dollars. It was like a big old ring that they bust up, because they was funneling drug money through a record label. Right, and they all get indicted, this, that, and the third. And I remember his brother got a little bit of time out of all that, got less time than everybody else, because dudes was there like, man, what your brother do? Because he was the head, supposed to be the head dude. So, little red flags that you will see, and then like Kirk will talk tough, but then when stuff come up, he ain't, he won't really, to get busy, So those little type of things. But all in all, like I say, he was, his personality on the day-to-day, he laughed, jokey, smoke, stay high all day. He wasn't no bad dude far as that was concerned, right? And as cool as you was with Nut, you and Nut together every day. Y'all going in on sacks together. Y'all eating together. Y'all kicking it together. Kirk came up across a joint I spoke about too. He came up across a hit. The porn stuff. He had a dude in the library that had some Chinese dude done found out how to hack the library computer or laptop, and he learned how to hotwire that joint and burn CDs. He done burned CDs, and he burning porn videos on CDs. So he's selling the CDs, making a killing, because everybody wants some porn in penitentiary. He making a killing with it. Whereas he was selling the CDs, got the CDs, you could go down there, you could go to the library, you could check in the library, man, order a little CD joint where they had little videos and little sitcoms that you could watch on not CD, DVDs that you could watch on DVD, right? Like Atlanta, The Sopranos, this and so you could go check that out. Rent the DVD from him. They got porn on it. Sit there and you watching porn in the library, in the cut, or take it in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a little small little joint, right? Kurt done got in the loop with that when he got one. They done kept me out of the loop. They ain't want him and Nuts not going to the library. The whole pot's not going to the library. I'm like, that's peculiar. What's going on in the library? Anybody want to tell me? So, Kirk had that plug, though. So, like I say, he'll stumble up on this, then the third, and, he supposed to be locked up for selling drugs. I believe he had a little hustle in him, this, then the third. But like I say, heart, dude won't fight at him, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I say all that to say he was so cool, and I got cool with him on the strength of Nut, but he was cooler with Nut. And he get out. And I said, and I sent him some money while he was locked up. Yeah, he got my number from Nut, reached out to me a couple of times. He was getting ready to come home, had like about 8 months left, man. I need a little help, sent him $50. Hit me again one more time before he got out. Said, man, just send me 50 more. I should be able to ride. I sent him both $50. It ain't that much, but you know what I'm saying? Still came out of my pocket, looking out for him, being a good dude. He get out, he stay in touch with Nut. Nut start, running to a lick in there, start hitting some hustles or whatever, sending Kirk the money, because Kirk is, man, hold this money for me till I can do this, do that, or tell you what it said. Pack it up, couple of hundred, maybe 1,000 or something. Kirk go blank on him, man. Keep the money. Keep the money from your brother that that's locked up in the struggle, and you was cool with it, ate with it, broke bread with it, smoked with it. And you just want to go somewhere. And you on the street where you could go get some money. Man, that called me and told me, I said, man, what's up with Kirk, man? Where you at out here? And he told me that, man. I said, what? He said, yeah, man, took the money, went ghost on. I said, man, I see him, I'm going to smack 5 from for you, Nut. And I will. Just as show as grits as grocers. If you look at just as show as grits as grocers, and you going to pay that money. Yeah, and you going to pay that money. So, yeah, dudes like that, man, they deserve to be smacked, dog. They do. Repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? With a rough hand like mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with one of these Jones. Got all that, you know what I'm saying? All that wear and tear on it. You did? Yeah, man, you don't do stuff like that, man. You keep it real with those who keep it real with you. You keep your karma clean. You keep your morals and principles clean. And, man, life ain't going to be perfect, man, but you going to know whatever come to you, you deserve. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I don't like Bammas like that, man, to do that type of stuff, man. So, yeah, it's a couple of dudes, you know what I'm saying? Even though, I'm well removed, man, but it's a couple of dudes that I know deserve to be smacked, man. A couple of dudes that I pray that I don't never see them in real life, because I don't know if I'm going to smack them or not, but I don't want no trouble, though. You see what I'm saying? I'm peaceful out here, man. I'm pushing positivity, man. I'm pushing peace, man. I'm pushing never to have these youngest in these positions, and you won't even have these stories that I have. You won't even have these experiences that I have. You won't have to go through none of the things I had to go through. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So stay free, man. Stay on the positive, man. Stay, you know what I'm saying, away from suckers and Bammas and jokers, man. That don't mean you no good. Get your own grind, man. Get your own mind right, man, and try to do something and go from there, bro. But man, these jokers out here ain't worth 5 cents, man. Or as my mama would say, a wooden nickel. You dig? Ain't worth a wooden nickel, man. But if you got some Bammas that's in your circle right now that you know that ain't no good, to avoid putting your, you know what I'm saying, your rough hand on them, man, get away from them suckers, man, and go ahead on, man. It's better to be dolo than to be messing with a Bamma. You heard me? You did? Unless you got your personal Bamma, you know what he is and you know what he stand for. But you know how far you gonna go as well, though. So it is what it is, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. Big love, TBP Nation, man. I'm just kicking it with y'all today, you did? I'm going over here in the membership there and act a fool. You heard me? If you ain't got that membership, you better get it, you heard? Because we out there and we ain't playing with it, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Duck them hooks, man. They out there.
The banking special. Yeah. Pure delicious. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.